minute. You won't see me no more. This is bye-bye. This is adios. I don't get this whole thought process of holding on to a person because you've been with that person a long time, that you have children with that person, that you've been married to that person. If that person ever relayed to you that they don't want you, that they're not going to treat you right, they don't respect you, they don't want to be in that masculine role, move around and leave that person alone. And it is that simple when we make it simple. A woman with her head in the clouds is feminine. It's absolutely feminine energy. And yes, I would say it's in correlation with vilification. If you don't know anything about that, I did a whole YouTube video on that also. But right now, we're on our delusional woman. Because what I see on social media, I see men and women talking down upon a delusional woman. Not realizing a delusional woman always attracts an ambitious man. A delusional woman was Martin Luther King's wife, Cora. A delusional woman was Barack Obama's wife, Michelle. A delusional woman is that woman where the masculine energy brings that vision, and delusional woman starts making and giving the story of the vision and making it real. See, that's what a delusional woman does. That's the reason why it's feminine energy in the first place. Think about it. Have you ever walked to the house with a man? When a woman walks into a house, can she not see where her television is going to be, where her bed is going to be, where her art is going to be, and how it's going to be decorated? That is how feminine energy walks through life. Immediately seeing it before it's completed. Immediately seeing the dream before it's reality. She is the inspiration. She is that inspirational fuel to a masculine energy man. That's the reason why when you attract that type of man, vet him. Don't get just, oh, he sees that he's on board. Make sure that his values align with you. Don't let it just be, there's a whole vetting process you need to have. I've already gone on social media and I talked about the vetting process. There's a vetting process. If you're having issues, go to my YouTube page. I literally did a playlist called Vetting. But that is how feminine energy moves. He will come with the vision, the purpose, and the mission. The feminine energy has the ability to have him see the vision, the mission, and the purpose. He'll come with this, oh, I should start a business. A feminine energy woman will give fuel to the vision. She'll help him dream about the vision. And in doing so, the dream about the lack of. Because they need that feminine energy to create. They need that feminine energy to build. They need that feminine energy to actualize that purpose, that mission. They need that feminine energy. So that's the reason why they're complaining so much. They just don't know how to tell you what I'm telling you now. They don't know how to tell it in a way that you're going to understand it. So they tend to offend. They tend to offend. I keep telling you all, men and women, saying it in that manner where it's offensive, it just closes ears. And I don't want you to close your ears. I want you to hear me. Because I want to help you. I want to see you thrive. Love what you're teaching, because being delusional with the wrong guys will get you used. Look at Marilyn Monroe, etc. Absolutely. Like I said, there's a downside to the delusion with your head in the clouds if you don't have that masculine space. So if you stay with your heads in the clouds and you don't have a why, a how, a when, a where of how you're going to accomplish the things that you are dreaming about and fantasizing and imagining, then that can keep you stagnant and stuck. And that's what the true purpose of this whole series is. For some women who are delusional, or who say, oh, well, I'm delusional, but the internet is telling me I'm crazy. Internet is telling me it's a bad thing, that it's masculine. Okay? I want you to be a delusional woman that wins. And this is how you win. While you're a single woman, create the masculine container for yourself. Think about that why, that how, that when, that where. Think about how you're going to accomplish the goals that you have for yourself. And then put them in action. But never forget, having your head in the clouds, being able to imagine, to fantasize, that's a good thing. Don't lose that part of yourself. Continue to grow that part. I always tell women to take time to be by yourself, just to meditate, to fantasize and imagine. Sometimes you have to fantasize the goal, the purpose, or what you're trying to accomplish before you ever walk into it. And you have to learn how to do that. Even if you can only do it for a minute. Some people can only sit for a minute. Some people can only sit for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, you can still do that. And that's what women have. Because women, and it's not, excuse me, not women. That's what men tend to come at us direct, logical, and that's what they're doing currently. They're coming at us direct, logical, how you going to do this thing? Women are coming at online. It's some delusion there, but they don't have a plan. That's the reason why it doesn't make sense to the overall audience. Because you need to have both. I'm an advocate that you should have healthy feminine energy and healthy masculine energy. Of course, as a woman, you're going to operate in more feminine energy anyway. It's actually natural to us to when we get into a relationship where we feel safe, secure, and protected, we are more open, we're more vulnerable, we're more intimate, we're just more present in the relationship than if we don't. Reminds me of Proverbs 31:25. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. If that ain't being delusional, I don't know what is. Absolutely. Y'all know pretty much everything that I do has a Christian foundation because I'm a Christian. But I don't come and talk about like any of that for a reason. Because one, I don't feel like I'm called to do that, so I don't. And I put it in terms that people can understand. I put it in terms that when I was going to church, one of the things about coming up in my generation is that church was like real. It was like one of the realest places you could ever go. Not this prosperity stuff, not this imaginative stuff, because they be doing imagination now a lot in church where they're talking about stuff that is not in the Bible. And see, I can't mess with it because I'm from the old school of church. Well, they gave us the real tea of what those verses meant, and they even encourage us to read the Bible for ourselves. But delusional women, it's okay to have your heads in the clouds. When it becomes the only way it becomes an issue is because of the fact you don't have a healthy masculine space. You don't have the how of it. You haven't thought of the how of it. You just and it's raining, so I know why my internet is acting funny. So let me cut it off and you just use Wi-Fi, and that should be better because it's pausing too many times. And then I have to clean it up, and that's a hassle. All right. But delusional women with their heads in the clouds is absolutely feminine. It's the same thing as when you buy a home with your, let's say a man and a woman walks in and you're trying to buy a home. A woman literally can see her children running around in the yard. A woman can walk through the door and see all of the pictures on the wall. And this is all before she even decided to buy. Because women were meant to have some delusion. We were meant to fantasize, to imagine. We were meant to inspire. We were meant when he had that vision, he had that mission, he had that purpose. We were meant for us to inspire him and encourage him and talk to him about that purpose. One of the things, I'm going to give you an example. Let's talk about me, for instance. Let's talk about me. My husband got a degree. But when we first started, he did not have a degree. I married my husband. He didn't have a degree. He just had a great career. And we stayed in an area where if you worked at a specific place, it was one of the things, it was a known thing you were going to make good money. Okay, so he was already established when I met him. I didn't help him build anything or doing these things I see online. I literally just walked in and he just had a plan for his life. I walked into the plan because he wanted to get married early. He was raised by his father and his mother and his grandmother. And one of the things about his vision, he had a vision of going to school, working, and, being there and going to the boys' basketball games and doing all these things. And at first he was kind of discouraged about how many hours he would have to put and how much time he would have to be with the children, or how much time he would have available in his time to be able to spend with the children. And he was talking about, I don't know if I can make this happen, this degree. And one of the things is, my job is that feminine energy, the wife here, the woman that he married, because I have that ability to inspire and encourage. I was helping him. I would sit back and we would talk about his dream. I would get him more to talking about his dream and what he expected out of it. And that encouraged him. I would say, just think about that degree on the wall. Just think about how you'll be able to take that degree to the children and talk about how you went through this and how you overcame and how you made it happen for the children and still were able to get this degree. And I kept encouraging him because he did do all that. He literally went to school. He went to the kids' basketball games. He went to my daughter's, I don't think she was old enough. He spent a lot of time with her too. She's a daddy's girl. He did all of these things, and in the beginning, he didn't think he could do all that. In the beginning, he was like, oh, that's going to be too much. I'm going to burn out real quick. I'm not going to be able to be every place and get it all done and be what my children need to be and do what you need me to do. And I don't think I can handle all that responsibility all at one time. Maybe I just need to break it or chunk it up into small things to get it done. And then I started showing him and talking about the fact that, you know, a lot of people go to school and go to work. You won't be the first, you won't be the last, but I know you got it. You can do this. And I started having him imagining the degree on the wall. I said, can't you see it? I can see it. I can see where we're going to place that degree. I can see when I'm going to talk and brag about it to my family members and friends. I can see when I'm going to talk about it to the children, how he roughed it a little bit and he had to, you know, jump through hoops and write in papers and stand up late, and how proud we're going to be of you. I was able to help him see that dream. And he's a degreed person now. He's a degreed man. But that's what feminine energy do. When a man has that purpose, that mission, that dream for himself, a feminine energy woman will come along and help him see it. She'll even go as far as, hey, sit back and imagine it. Imagine it with me, because men, masculine energy men, don't think about imagining stuff. They don't think about, let's see in that dream before it actualizes or before it becomes reality. They just think about the rules of what it takes to get there. The how, right? He's the how. I'm the imagination. I'm the fantasy. I'm I have the ability of helping you imagine it and inspire him while he's doing it. But he would never even thought about it. He would never even thought about it. So a woman with her head in the clouds, a delusional woman, she's absolutely an asset to a masculine energy man. She attracts the ambitious man. And men want that. Don't get it twisted or confused. Men want that delusional woman. That woman who has the ability to help him see when he can't see. Help him dream when he can't dream. Help him be inspired when he's losing inspiration. A woman like that is a woman that an ambitious man wants. Trust me, I can imagine that even when Barack Obama was out here running, he was being as the first black president, I'm imagining that when he was getting hit from all sides, that Michelle was up there saying, just imagine this. Or just feel this, or see this, because that's what we do, right? That's what we do, right? We put people back in their bodies and put them back into the present so they can feel it, and then it's easier for them to see it. We get them out of their head where they're constantly thinking about it and the what ifs of it all. That is what feminine energy does. And that's the reason why masculine energy is always going to gravitate towards feminine energy. Trust me, you do not want to get rid of being delusional. You don't want to get rid of being delusional. You don't want to get rid of your head in the clouds thing. You don't want to get rid of that feminine energy of yourself. Trust me when I say it attracts ambitious men. When you have that ability to get present in your body and feel and use your mouth to verbalize that fantasy or imagination or inspire or to motivate, men want that. They desire that. They're clamoring for that. You won't have a problem dating if you understand that's not a bad thing. But if you are one of those women that you get in your head, and in your head is, let me go ahead and clarify. In your head is masculine energy, okay? In your head, constantly thinking is masculine energy. In your head with the what if is masculine energy. So if you get stuck there and he's stuck there, y'all are both going to go round and round. Round and round and round and round you go. Men want that woman that can take them out of their head and into their body. Out of their head and into their body and be present. And make them feel. That's what feminine energy does for him. That's the reason why they're going to continue to talk. They can continue to get mics at Christmas. They can continue to do all those things. They're literally clamoring for that feminine energy. Even the ones that say they don't, they're not telling the truth. Or they have never encountered a feminine energy woman. A woman in her head is not a bad thing. It isn't. It's literally a good thing. When you realize how powerful it is of your thoughts, and then if you go even deeper, how powerful it is with your tongue, and y'all get your head out the gutter. Get your head out the gutter. I'm talking about literally the power that you have in your mind, your thinking, the way you think, what you speak. What you speak over your life is important. Power and death is in the tongue. What a man thinketh, he is. If that sounds familiar, then you know.